find the duodenum. So that's this.
That's the first.
All right, right there. The pyloric sphincter is in there. Follow the duodenum around, it becomes curlicue, curlicue. All of that is jejunum. This is jejunum. What holds the jejunum in place, or most of the small intestine in place? Mesentery. Does everybody see that mesentery? All right, follow that on around. Spot the large intestine, the place where the large and the small meet. I believe it's right. Is that your pancreas? No, I'll show you the pancreas in just a second. I believe it sort of elongates and becomes, this is the ileum. And then you get to the large intestine, which is mostly colon. There's the appendix. This is the cecum. See where it comes in? This place where the ileum comes into the large intestine is the cecum right here. Then this becomes colon. Follow that around. This is the rectum. It's going to go out the body. You can see it right there. This is dark. It's filled with fecal material. Okay, everybody see the rectum? Follow. It's the one that's on the base that goes out to the body. Come over here if you don't know. All right, so what we were looking at was, this is jejunum. This is the ileum. See how it unites then with the large intestine here. This is at the cecum. This is the appendix right here. This is mostly colon. Follow it around. And guys, this structure right here that goes out, do you see that kind of dark? Because it's filled with fecal material. That's the rectum. Okay? That's the rectum. Okay. She was asking about the pancreas. The pancreas is kind of a tough one. You have to lift the stomach and you have to look up under here. And guys, this right in here is the pancreas. This structure right here. It's got an oddball look to it. This is the spleen.
That long.
This little long kind of flap-like looking thing. That's the spleen.
Or the body cavity.
Body cavity, sure. So what's this cavity called? Thoracic. What's this cavity called? Abdominal, pelvic, right? The upper is abdominal, the lower is pelvic. Okay? Okay, those are the two major ones. All right, let's turn our attention now to, let's see, we need to finish out our muscles. All right, guys, how about latissimus dorsi? Can you guys spot latissimus dorsi? Look, this is it right here. Remember, it attaches to a portion of the humerus and then comes kind of around the back. So latissimus dorsi. Okay, and then go down a little further. Can you see? Go down a little further. And then this muscle that comes in from the bottom, this is external oblique. Okay? This muscle that's here strictly on the front in the abdominal section, this is the rectus abdominis. Okay? Deltoideus, triceps brachii, brachiocephalic, masseter, trapezius. That's an easy one. On the leg. Tensor fasciae latae. Rectus femoris. It's not well defined, but the gluteus maximus should be right there. Gastrocnemius. Semimembranosus. Semitendinosus.
Yeah.
More medial, whenever we go to the inside, the main muscle here is actually right up in here, and this is going to be the biceps femoris, right in there. Okay? And that's what I would focus on for the muscle stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Good question. Do pigs have axillary glands like you do?
Do they have that? Like nose,
wait, so
lymph
parietal?
nodes? Yeah. Oh yeah. They have. In fact, their immune system is very similar to ours, and a lot of research is done on pigs before they are applicable to humans. Okay, the heart. Does everybody see the two auricles?
How many valves do you have?
Four. Yeah, they're mammals. The blood vessel that runs on the surface of the heart. What's that called? Coronary artery. What is its role? Supply what? Blood to what? To the heart. Yeah. So it supplies oxygenated blood to the heart. Can you tell the difference between right and left if I leave it in the pig? All right. So if I were to pin the right ventricle and ask you where would the blood go from the right ventricle, what would you say? Don't be that generic. What's the specific place that it would go to from the right ventricle?
Right atrium.
Before that, no, from the right ventricle. The pulmonary trunk. Does everybody see the pulmonary trunk?
Yes.
There it is.
Wait, so on the fetal
That's
pig
the
test,
pulmonary
are you
trunk.
gonna ask questions like that or just have opinions?
I may have questions like that.
Please ask questions.
That's actually helpful.
I'm good at answering questions, but not.
All right, if I were to pin the left ventricle and ask you where would the blood go from the left ventricle, what would you say? Be specific. What's the big major?
Aorta.
The aorta. Okay? You guys can do that, right?
Yes.
How would
Okay.
you do the positional terms on the test?
Well, what I would do is I might like put a pin, like if I turned it here and I put a pin there, okay? And I said, the pin, if this pig were separated by the coronal suture, which would run this way, what would be the position of the pin?
What is that?
That would be ventral, right? Pigs are different than us in that, we always say ventral and anterior are the same for us in a pig because they stand like this. Ventral is here, dorsal is here, but anterior is here and posterior is here.
Ventral, dorsal,
Anterior.
anterior, posterior.
It says something about like cranial, anterior, so that one.
Anterior's like.
Cranial would be toward the head, caudal would be toward the tail. Okay?
Their butt.
Okay, let's see, what else could we do? The spinal nerves, only if I have one of these that's dissected. This one is it. Yeah, just grab. We're about out of time, aren't we? All right, look, there's the spinal cord. Guys, that's the spinal cord. So if I were to open this thing up and show you, see the vertebrae are in the way, but I could move those out of the way and the spinal nerve would extend from the spinal cord out to the structures. That one is probably not going to happen. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Okay.
But that's what you would look for. But here, hey, which hemisphere is this? Right what? Cerebral hemisphere. What's the separation here?
The corpus
Longitudinal fissure. All right. What is this structure right here?
cerebellum.
Cerebellum. And this is, again, spinal cord. Okay? Good. Okay. Let's clean up.